Okay, welcome back. So, let's see here. Now, after 2 hours of testing and testing and testing, I finally have my game how I want it to be. Um, Usually I would have been lagging a lot, and I tested my stream in what's it called? I tested it before streaming, this plane, same position, with different settings in Microsoft, and now it looks like I found the right one. Um, and basically the problem for me was DX12 rendering. It was just taking too much of everything in general. And if I check, let's see here. If I check my performance now, yeah, my CPU was at 100%, even with stream and everything. And now it's, oh well, it looks like it's staying at around 85 to 90s ish. So I'm pretty happy on how it is now. So today it's gonna be a little test flight, to say the least. I did a test stream a second ago to test if it was smooth, and it was so smooth. Of course, there are some small jitters here and there, but I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, of course. One thing I haven't tested out is with Jetway or GSX. If it's laggy, it's not. It looks smooth, at least on my side. Let me check how it looks like in stream wise. Yeah, it looks smooth in stream at least. And I upped my stream quality to 1080p 60 frames. So I mean, I think it's pretty good, not gonna lie. So today we are going to be doing a flight without SimToolkit Pro today, just because it's such a small flight and I basically know the route by head. But I'm still gonna make a sim brief flight plan and everything. So just give me a moment to set that up. So we are in Oslo, Gardermoen, and we're going to be flying to my hometown of Ålesund. And basically, flight time is about 45 minutes. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get into the plane now. See if everything is still smooth when I power everything up. Hopefully it is. But first, let's go ahead and make a flight. Turn on dark mode, of course. 320 from Gardermoen to Ålesund. We are flying the A320neo. I don't know if there's default variant or a variant. Yeah, FlyByWire. There it is. Generated. Basically, that's all we have to do. Okay. See, there was some small jitters there, but I mean, luckily it didn't stay for too long. This is the latest FlyByWire development version. If you guys are wondering about which version is that, I don't use the stable one anymore because it's just development is so fun to fly. So ground power comes on, battery 2 and 1. Get the lights on, 1, 2 and 3. Ground control comes online, cruise supply comes on as well. We can leave the fuel pumps off for now. Turn up some instrument lights, logo lights and nav lights come on. Get some flood. The lights on as well, and turn up our display brightnesses because yeah, we need it. One thing I just noticed that my Adhering settings did not save from my previous one, but oh well. So like I said, we are flying from Gardermoen to Vigra Ålesund, and this is our route. And one thing with the FlyByWire, it's so nice because it has SimBrief link to it. So basically, I can just request my init right there. My irises are, for some reason, already aligned, but I mean, yeah, usually I would align them. So it filled in everything I needed, besides, of course, departure and departure SID and stuff like that. But I mean, that's totally normal. But I know 19 right. Actually, if 19 right is over, yeah, 19 right, yeah. FTOC 7 Delta departure. FTOC 7 Delta, and we'll insert that for now. And the weather in Ålesund, overcast 1,300, so that means I'm gonna have to do either an ILS or should I do an RMP? I think 06 was the RMP one, yeah. So it's gonna be RMP Zulu 06 approach in case of anything that if we can't land on the RMP 06, then we can change to ILS 06 if we want. But the wind is 040 at night, so we'll be getting a slight tailwind, wouldn't it be? Yeah, ish. I don't know. I can't think right now. It's 3 a.m. Anywho, it's gonna be OBT1 Quebec arrival. And we'll insert that. No transitions because it's gonna go directly from VAVOP to OBT anyways. So we can disregard that. Go on the ground, get the fuel loaded. Let's go instant on the fuel because I'm gonna use GSX to board now actually, so that we can have time to do some other stuff. Payload, we can also do real time on that because why not? There we go. Such a nice little tablet. Okay. Get our constraints on terrain radar is nobody. So let's get our perf set up as well. Can't really see here. Dispatch. Zero fuel weight is 56.6, or it's estimated, but if I do that, no, it doesn't even come up with the right one either. 6.6. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. We'll put that in for now. And the block fuel today, we need about, let's see here. Trip 1486, but block fuel is 4.1. There we are. If we go to perf now, this is one thing I didn't like because you can't really get performance on this plane. I don't know flex temperature, so I'm just gonna guess a good 53, I guess. And then V speeds are automatic, thank God. I believe JSX is. Are they loading anything? The guy's there though, but I mean. We're just gonna reset it then. Restart Cody for now. Let's see here. Payload. We can actually just go to instant, so we get our everything is loaded. So, basically, no Phoenix. I want to test the Phoenix, but not today because I kind of want to fight the Neo, and there's not really a IE engines yet for the Phoenix, and it's so unoptimized. But I will do the Phoenix tomorrow. I can say that. But someone asked me to fly Airbus. I decided to fly Airbus, so this is like the Airbus I can give right now until I can. Yeah, I'll do Phoenix tomorrow again, but again, it's not really optimized, but oh well, I can do it tomorrow. Sus. Yeah, I bought the Phoenix 2 days ago and I literally can't stop flying it. Yeah, it's a really good plane, but the thing is I can't fly it on stream. I want to fly on stream so bad, but I mean it's just so poorly optimized, but it's so good. But when you my computer is very CPU limited. I'm bottlenecking my whole computer basically. It's an i7 9700 and a 3070. So, and Phoenix is very CPU heavy. So now that I fixed it looked like it was working nicely when I was taxiing around Copenhagen, flying around Copenhagen, but it was lagging. So, but now, when I was testing it, it wasn't lagging as much. There were still some small jitters here and there, but I mean I need to iron out some small kinks in my specs in terms of like my settings, so we'll see. Okay, APU comes on. What? I mean 4200. Okay, yeah. Make sure, yeah. Is your PC pre-built? No, I built it on my own. And I'm editing. I'm like modifying it every day basically because I want it to be as efficient as possible. And right now I have a problem with two of my fans, so it's technically it's heating my room right now. If I'm being honest with you. Okay, we're just waiting for the APU to come on, and then we will. 1000. Okay, APU is available. Disengage external power. Let's get that out. As per SCS procedure, we do 1 then 2. So starting engine number 1. And we'll do chrono. Did you have a lot of experience when you first started VATSIM? No. I'll tell you the story. my first VATSIM flight was in Los Angeles. I connected as SK 1320 actually. SK is the flight number for SAS, but SAS uses SCS call sign, so SAS 1320. But then what's it called? I flew around without permission in a busy LA controlled airspace, and eventually got kicked off the network because of that. Okay. Sorry, engine number 2. Yeah. Oh no, right? But then my first official VATSIM flight, I watched a YouTube video, of course, before, and then I connected, and then of course I was so scared to talk. I remember it was an X-Plane 11, and basically I was using text the whole time, but then I started getting comfortable with, like, I remember writing it out and then I repeated it, you know, and then he repeated it, but then I was like, you know, fuck it, I'll just go ahead and try with voice, and then I did voice, and then yeah. 7,000 initially. So my VATSIM journey started out really cringy, to say the least. Why is this on? This is not needed. Did I just see that? Hold up. If my fuel is 4,200, but it says something else in here, I'm gonna not have enough fuel. Okay, it's correct. Thank God. Okay, 2 good engine starts. Engine mode selector to normal. Flap set 1. APU comes off. Max auto brakes. And spoilers armed. And we are ready to roll, basically. I've been watching as many VATSIM videos as I can at the moment, but I'm scared to ask me something I don't know about and I'll look stupid. I totally understand that. But remember, everyone starts off somewhere, and basically, if you don't know what they're saying, you can ask again and again and again. Eventually, they'll likely write in text for you so that you understand them as well. But yeah, it's really easy, and don't be scared because VATSIM controllers are pretty nice, at least the ones that I've flown in. So left is clear, right is clear. And I'm willing, if you want to actually try VATSIM, I don't mind what's it called, sitting in a call with you and helping you out. Hey Roman, have you ever done a oceanic flight? Yes, I have. Crossed the pond. Ah, the best. But I haven't done the oceanic since then. Just because I don't have enough time to do it, to sit on my ass and fly that long. Right brakes, left brakes, check. Right correction, full right, full left, neutral, full down, neutral, full up. Check. I'll test rudders once we stop. I can I can't even press it. Like the Phoenix. Short flight, yes, 45 minutes from Oslo to Ålesund, my hometown. So it's gonna be a fun little short flight. I'm following real life SAS procedures here. So it's 23 p.m. here, so I don't know if I can stay till the end, but which I no worries. It's 3 a.m. for me, so I mean, I don't expect you to stay up for the 45-minute flight. Oh, that was a tight turn. Do you speak Thai? Yes, I do. My dad's Thai, so I can speak it, but I can't write it. My sleep schedule is so messed up as well. Yeah, you know what? My sleep schedule, basically, I go to sleep at 6. And then, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. For takeoff checklist, external lights will be as needed. Takeoff data checked, camera mode, land, correction, takeoff, no blue. What did I just click? Should I fly in daytime? What do you guys think? Should I do a daytime flight here? Because it's not fun not seeing anything, but it's like it's fun at the same time flying at night, but I'd rather do daytime. So what do you guys think? Should we do daytime or should we do continue to nighttime? Daytime? What else? We'll take an intersection departure here. I'll change daytime. Okay. Is it lagging for you guys at all or no? Not at the moment? Okay, good. Because it shouldn't be lagging. At least the stream preview on my side is showing no lag at all. So. Side clear, right side clear. Takeoff, rolling. Oh. Stabilized. Manflex 53 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Checked. And thrust set. 100 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive recline, gear up. Nav checked. Looking down to see those displays a little bit better. Thank you. And 1,000 feet checked. Making a right turn and the line lights goes off. Thrust climb. I got something to do this tomorrow, 7 a.m. Oh, then you should go to sleep. Oh, you can't sleep. Yeah, I tend to speak to Franklin a little bit here and there, but not as much as I used to. Still hand flying. Such a nice plane to fly. Flaps up. We're gonna go ahead and click direct OPT. OPT. There you go. Continue climb to, what was our final altitude again? 340. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, my landings in this plane have been so horrible the past times I've flown this. So I'm not surprised if I bring it down hard in Ålesund. And we can just go ahead and pop on autopilot 1 checked. Optimal climb, question open climb, 340 blue. And standard QNH. We can release the cabin. Phoenix is hard to land. Some people say that. I think it's easier. Turn down sound a little bit to talk. And then we can turn back on the music. Oh, that was a small little oh, look at that. So I changed lots of my settings. And my cloud, I had enough frames to put my cloud to ultra. Now look at that, bro. That looks so beautiful. I need to put in simulator pics. Damn. I sat jump seat on this flight before as well, many times. You play X-Plane 11? That's nice still. My first landing in it was a 35 knot crosswind. I mean, yeah, it's a fun plane to fly in the crosswind. Like you don't have to put so much force though. Like it's much easier in my opinion, to land than oh, I was bowing for a second. We're actually gonna change our altitude to flight level 240 because there's no way that this flight goes up to 340. Occasionally 320, yes, but 240 is standard. How do you know SAS procedure if you don't mind me asking? So basically, I sat jump seat with the pilots on this flight, and basically I remember they taught me everything, like what their flow was and like their checklist. I even have a screenshot of it somewhere on my phone, and they even let me play with their iPad to see like their system and how they operate. And it's so cool because their crew app as well, you could see like who was on their flight and like profile picture on like each crew member. I was like, whoa, that's sick. So like basically I got to ask all my questions I wondered about the A320 and everything on how they operate. And I even got the chance to like ask like I remember when I was sitting here, I saw that they missed their top descent. I was like, hey guys, why did you miss your top descent? He was like, oh, it's because we like to save fuel, you know, it's accelerated approach and basically it's easier, so that's why we always wait on top of descent. I was like, oh, that's cool. Wait, how were you able to sit jump seat? I'm a student pilot, so basically I have my what's it called, my ID card with me and my other licenses. So he saw it and he checked it and he allowed me to sit in the cockpit with him. Of course, you need to know the procedures like stereo cockpit below 10,000 feet and basically how to operate other things. And aviation knowledge is pretty needed to sit up in the cockpit. One thing I just noticed now is that for some reason my top of descent just got deleted, but that's fine because we usually start descent out of OBT anyways. But if I re-input it again for here 240, no, it doesn't change. That's so cool. Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, I think I have a pic. I have it on here actually. Let me just look for it. Let me see where it is on my. I'm in a like a FlyByWire community and I posted it here one time. There it is. IRL pictures. So. No, I use Sim Toolkit Pro usually. Bad pictures, but yeah. So this was my office, and it was so fun and like, oh, okay, oh, I'm okay. Let's see here. Let's scroll down. That's some more pictures. Here it is. Basically, watching the landing and everything. It's so fun. This was into Ålesund, where we're flying into now, and the captain was so nice. He was awesome. I can't lie. And then after SCS, I went to Bulgaria, and basically I got to sit jump seat with them on Norwegian 737, and I learned their procedure as well. So I mean, it's really fun, you know, like it's the, because the pilots that I flew with to Bulgaria on Norwegian, basically, what's it called? They were called Batman and Robin, so they were talking to other pilots on their ACAR system. I was like, whoa, that's sick. Do you know if pilots calculate top percent or they just see it in their MCU? On Norwegian, they do it on their MCDU, and what's it called? And Norwegian, they also do it on their primary flight display. But in some cases, they don't. They always fly past it though. So I think that might be something that's pretty normal procedures for them. Because again, if you delay your descent and then you have such a more steeper descent angle, but you use less thrust, you don't use little to no thrust at all on descent until final. So I mean, it's a good way to save fuel. I can actually just turn off roof pass and seatbelt signs. Temperature's -8. So I might switch on the engine anti-ice. Yeah, let's just do it. Even though it's technically -10, but it's close to 10 anyways. Alt star checked. So, oh, now I can ask you guys this. I need your guys' opinion on something. So I have a fun little thing here, or if it's here still, it's a game filter. Do you guys like this or off? I think number 1 makes it cooler, warmer, and then off makes it cooler. I think 1 is just too much warm. Yeah, I can't see myself flying it unless I'm flying in like Asia or something. Yeah, it's off, but off is better. That's what I thought. More realistic too. Yeah, agreed. Okay, so let's brief this approach real quick. We are doing the RNAV Zulu runway 06 today. Basically, it's a pretty standard approach. We might even cut it if it was enough visibility, but if the fuel was becoming too cold, what would you do? I mean, remember, the higher you go, the colder it gets, so you'll likely descend. But I'm guessing, don't these new modern aircrafts have heated fuel pumps or in general heated fuel tanks? That's what I thought too. It looks like it was just too much like later in the day. It's just too warm. Like I would say, this approach would be way shorter. I wouldn't fly the whole approach like that. I would actually cut it towards final like that. But since there is an overcast layer at the 1,400 feet, I'm just gonna fly the whole approach since there's no point in me cutting the approach at all. I think we can start descent in approximately. We start usually at OBT, so I would say about 40 to 30 nautical miles from OBT, so that we can get a nice decelerated approach into Ålesund. We can even calculate our top of descent here. If we do manual input, sorry, if we sync it, sync that, our target altitude is going to be 7,000 feet. I want an angle, vertical speed actually of at least 2,500. Yeah, so it's about 55 nautical miles, but sorry, 7,000. There we go. 45. You don't need to be good at maths as long as you understand the basics, like how to calculate, for example, how fast are you? Yeah, physics. You need to calculate lots of things, such as like if you're traveling this fast, how many meters are you like traveling? That's lots of physics stuffs, and as long as you understand it, I mean, it's not gonna be a problem. You learn lots of it in flight school, anyways. I mean, like if you don't know it from before, you learn it. You'll learn it eventually. So let's go ahead and do the landing and data as well, even though I already know this. Okay, we are doing a config 3 landing today. Reversers, yes. Auto land, no. Overweight procedures, no. It's gonna be 0. Runway elevation in feet. Let me get that real quick. And this is where I can show you guys this. AIP. Actually, hold up. AIO. AIP. Make sure I don't have to log in with my details. Uno momento. Because AIP for Norway, you have to log in. One moment, I just need to check something real quick. Okay. What route? Couldn't find it. ENAL to ENGM. So, if I look at the Avenor, what do you mean you couldn't find it? I don't understand what you're trying to find, actually, if I'm being honest with you. Oresund. Elevation is 70 feet. Mean lows temperature. Up, coordinate. We can just put 70 for now, it doesn't matter. It is, I'd say good to medium. The runway slope should be about 0.3 if I was mistaken. Code 4. Here. Man. It's not here on this page either. Oh my god, there's so much to look at. Let's just go down and look at the runway information. RNP Zulu 06. Actually, this is where you can use Sim Toolkit Pro. If we go to Sim Toolkit Pro, still about 74 nautical miles. We'll start this at 30. We can also test if it starts to lag my sim or lag my stream at all. We can connect to sim, connect to Microsoft Flight Sim, plan the flight, load the latest one. Elevation 70 feet, slope is 0.1. 0.1. Runway LDA, landing distance available, is 2,400, 7,000 feet. So they want it in meters, so they want exact. I'm guessing 2314. 2314. Approach speed, I need to check that on here. Still 68 nautical miles out, which is fine. And perf, next page. We can actually fill this in first before we do anything. 1002. Temperature was what? 13. The wind is 040 at 08. Be 178. Config 3. So approach speed is 123. Where's it? 123? Oh, 123. Go back here. 123. Config 3. Calculate. That's, yeah, that's actually pretty accurate, not gonna lie. But if I actually do this, actually no, this is max minimum. If I do good, it's not dry though. This is not like the Phoenix one at all. Hold up, let's just make sure this is correct. Wind direction 040 at now 8. Temperature 13, QNH 1002, 70, 260, good 0, runway LDA is 2,214 meters, approach speed 123, weight is that. 3, reversers yes, over procedure no. This can't be right. This one looks way more complicated. Yeah, it looks like it's just asking for information when it could just get it from the plane itself. Not gonna lie. Oh well. I'm gonna slap at Taxi Charlie, at least that's all I know. Is it lagging in the stream at all, or is it still pretty smooth? I think it looks smooth. Very smooth. Perfect. Okay, I think I fixed the problem in terms of the stream lagging and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy on that part. Alrighty, we can start descent shortly. Let's go ahead and put initial to 7,000 on standby. Then we'll be doing a regular descent. Let's see here. And SCS doesn't use their auto brakes at this airport either, so I mean. Do at 35 nautical miles at all. We'll do at 40 actually. Okay, approximately 45. We can just go down. Descent. Flight level. Correction. Altitude 7,000. Blue. But it looks like it's putting a constraint for 10,000 feet here at Vadli. So we're just gonna go ahead and go to Lopev instead. Do you have a girlfriend? No, unfortunately, I do not interest myself in that gender. How different is the Phoenix flypad and the one in real life? That's kind of a hard question to answer because, well, the Phoenix flight pad is basically, I can't really compare it. The one in real life, I can tell you about the one in real life. So basically, they have it's just like SimBrief. It's actually like this one where you get all the information on your flight and next flights, weight, ACARs as well, and just general information. You have charts on here as well. So I mean, like, it's basically what you use in the flight sim. A fun fact: SAS pilots, when you file a flight plan or when you get the flight plan acknowledged, you they get it to their personal phones. So they get a text message saying your flight plan is okay. Have a nice flight. I was like, whoa, that's sick. Yeah. So it's pretty fun. I got 4 messages on my Discord. Who's texting me now? Okay, we can have terrain on ND. We can do a little briefing on our approach today. We are doing the RNAV 06 Zulu. There is an overcast layer of 1,400 feet. So in case of in case of anything before minimums, then I don't like the approach, I'm gonna go around. Then we'll head to the vegan VOR, fly that, and then attempt another approach. If that approach fails, we will then try the other runway with the ILS approach. And if that approach fails again, we will likely have to divert to Molde Airport. And I believe Molde right now, it's showing, let's see here, if actually, if we open up Windy, then we write in ENML, Molde Airport. Yeah, it's basically almost the same type of weather there. However, for some reason, the companies put my alternate airport to ENOL, which is crazy because ENOL only you can only land there with a dash. So I mean, I don't know how they expect me to land an A320 in ENOL, but I guess they want me to try that. But other than that, actually, I think we can fly down to Bergen, which is, we have enough fuel to do. We have 3,000. Eventually, we can do a return back to Gardermoen. We should be getting, yeah, so yeah, we should have enough time and fuel. Do you fly in a virtual airline? I used to, but I just fly whatever I want now. I did debate on rejoining SCS Virtual again, but I mean, I don't know. I don't want to constrict myself to just flying schedules, you know. When I'm gonna do that in real life, I'd rather wait to real life. Okay, now we will change to VS, and we will do a VS of, for now, -1000. Turn our fasten seatbelt signs. Okay, temperature is technically +9. We're gonna keep our anti-ice on, just because there's a cloud layer up there coming up, so I don't want to risk anything. Is that default terrain? Yeah. I think we are flying over Stranda. Actually, I can check. If I go to fly by... Can actually see where I'm flying over. Yeah, we're basically over. We're about to fly over Strynfjellet. That's where I crashed my car into a deer. I have that on camera as well if you guys are interested in looking at that. So basically our approach is taking us over where I live and then right turn into the airport. So this is gonna be a fun little approach, especially when it's a little bit rough weather. Oh well, the clouds, yeah. Aren't they beautiful? Now that my clouds are in ultra, it just looks so much nicer. Not that high was ugly, but I'm just saying it just, there's a difference between high and ultra. It just looks much better now. Okay, we're gonna turn on our LS to see a virtual glide slope. And then we'll likely take manual and fly manually down to the glide slope as well once we reach that point in time. Now you can't tell me that doesn't look real. I think that looks real. The texture here looks a little bit fake, but I mean like the clouds, oh my gosh. Wow, look at that, bro. I need to screenshot that. Oh my gosh. I'm in heaven. Yeah, should I fly the Phoenix tomorrow then? Yeah, the Phoenix A320 tomorrow. I think I might do like a Japanese flight with the Phoenix. I don't know where. I feel like Japan is such a beautiful place to fly right now for some reason. Yeah, on VATSIM, definitely. Right now, I didn't fly on VATSIM because there's no ATC and there's no one in the vicinity anyways. I mean, I just chose to fly offline. Skymark, okay. I want to fly the A320 though, because I feel like I've been flying the 737 just a little bit too much. So I think we will do A320 tomorrow, this classic engine option. We are approaching 7,000 feet, and then Lapef we are going to be at 5,000 feet. So we are now going to turn on the Spanish speed brakes, as they call it in SCS. And you can hear the sound change as well, because you can hear when the landing lights start to create a drag. That's one thing they did very well in FlyByWire, and they didn't do that in Phoenix either. Essentially, that's a very that's a very big debate topic that I don't like to set myself in, because I like both, honestly. But like I said in my when I answered it, I see myself flying an Airbus just because the market in the future, it's looking like it's going to be an Airbus market. Yeah. We are about to overfly my airport where I train at, called Hovden. Should be over here, but for some reason it's not popping up, but it's fine. We're just gonna hold off on our altitude now for just a tad bit, because we're still kind of far out, but it's good that we're coming in this angle right now, actually. Oh, that's 6,000 feet. Hopefully we don't crash into a mountain. But yeah, this is what I remember they doing in real life. I have a picture of it. I think I have a picture. If I go back, I have a picture. They did this approach in real life, and I was like, whoa, you guys are so close to the mountains. Let's see if I can find it here. Yes, yeah, right here. This is their approach. I was like, whoa, like they got so close to the mountains, and it was so cool watching this approach from the wing view, because this was when we were coming home from when I was coming home from New York. But oh my god, it was Do the landings lights actually create a lot of drag? They don't create a lot of drag, but they do create a significant drag on when they're down. But yeah, it's just, oh my god. I look at the video, like I was visiting family in Michigan, so we came on a flight from Newark. But like, oh my god, this was so cool. I remember this. You really get down and close to the mountains, so on this approach right here, which is so cool. Because the pilots were cloud surfing the whole time. They're Danish pilots, so I wasn't expecting so much of, to be honest with you. And that was the A319. They only have 3 left in SCS. It was Oscar Yankee Kilo Alpha Bravo. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. That's just beautiful. I can't wait until they update the wing and the wing box itself, because the wing is kind of unrealistic. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, we are officially in the big cloud layer. Wait, so were you like a passenger on that flight, then asked to enter the cockpit? This flight, I didn't ask to enter the cockpit. The A319 flight, when they were flying low like this, because I was so tired. Came in from such an early flight in from Newark, so I didn't want to. But the flights that I did fly jump seat was when I went to go get my medical class 1 exam for flight school, and when I was flying to Bulgaria with Norwegian. The cockpit is just so much. When you're like standing in the doorway, it looks so small, but when you're actually sitting down and like sitting there like admire the cockpit, it's actually really big. And I even got, when I was sitting right here, I even got to ask like, hey, since you guys, I know how to control the radio panel, can I use it to like adjust it in case anything? He's like, yeah, go ahead. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. So I got to touch the radio panel. He allowed me to do the seatbelt slides. Oh, it was so fun. On this end, oh. And I found out that the PA system for ground, when the ground crew is connected, they can hear you even if you're not pressing anything when you're pressing the cement, which is really weird. It's a good experience. Okay, let's go down to 5,000 feet and then we'll prepare for the approach. Oh, you're lucky. Full motion sim is really fun. That over there is Gushkei, and I live right here somewhere. And this is Riones mountain. We're gonna reset our altitude to 0. And then we'll change to regular descent mode. So it will follow the altitude constraint star speed checked. We can also enable approach mode once we turn from Lapev. Altitude constraint checked. So now it's going to be basically a full VNAV descent to final. Get our land lights on as well. And it looks like, yep, this is my main city called Ulsteinvik, my hometown. That's where I went to school. And we are now making the final turn to basically enter runway 06. I live in Rio de Janeiro, so it's just rainforest. No offense. And we can activate approach mode checked. Throttle idle. No. Manas, I did not have straight A's. I almost failed German because we're required to have a language in school. So I almost failed German. That was one of my almost failing. And another thing that I almost failed was what was it? Law, because I took law just for fun. Yes, ich spreche Deutsch. Meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut. But we had to do German or Spanish or French. So I took German since it's basically closer to Norwegian than any other languages. Flaps 1, speed checked. Approach mode. Or I actually forgot. Never mind. Okay, it looks like the cloud layer itself is not that big. So once we go below, I believe, no, it says overcast layer at 1,400 feet. So hopefully once we go below 1,004 we can see everything. because the weather at this airport changes a lot real fast. Yes, unfortunately it does. Just confirm we have landing flaps 3 checked. You guys want to know a fun fact about the A320 that I learned in Pakistan? There was a plane that crashed, Pakistan Airlines, their A320, because they forgot to put down the gears. So now their new procedures is basically when they contact tower on final. So let's say that they contact tower, the tower says Pakistan 151, hello, interior gear is down, wind 010 degrees, 5 knots, runway, whatever, clear to land. I think it was so funny because, like, how can you forget a gear? Like, bro. Gears on, flaps 2, speed checked. Yeah, exactly. Would it show on ECAM? Because then ECAM would be blue. It would be no blue if it was correct. Flaps 3, speed checked. So, landing gear 3 green, flaps 3 indicating. Yes, Nath. ECAM memo landing no blue. Hello, squad. RNP technically. For some reason.
2,500.
What are some things you have calculated in your pilot career? I don't understand that question if I'm being honest with you. Calculated as in more speed because that's disgustingly close to stall. Manual control. Calculated when I was flying VFR to my first VFR solo. We had to calculate our top descents ourselves and weight and balance. Lots of calculations on that. It's a pain in the ass if I'm being honest with you. Runways in sight. And one thing I hate about flying VFR or general GA is the E6B calculator. That it's disgusting. I hate it, but it works. It's really good. It's a handy tool, but it's just terribly. When I was learning, it was so I couldn't understand it because it was in the region. Okay, runways in sight. Stabilized, missed approach altitude, now set 4,000 feet, blue. Amber, adjusting. Pull it off a little bit more on the nose.
500.
Go.
400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100.
Land.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Reversers. Oh, come on. There we go. Just a little bit of brakes, it's fine. 80 knots. Perfect. Welcome to Ålesund. Let's see, the landing rate on that was minus 125. Oops, did not mean to click that, but it's fine. Okay, and then we'll start a 1 minute engine cooldown. No APU is needed either. Man, that was a fun little flight. So yeah, welcome to Ålesund. This is my home airport. We can shut down engine number 2. Turn on our electric hydraulic pumps. There we go. Our gate to the left here. Gate number 15. No SAS. And then we turn off lights. Yep, you can test it easily using the VATSIM client. I'm not following that guy because for some reason his things is off center. It's a really short flight, yeah, it's a 45-minute flight. So perfect. Welcome to Ålesund. Parking brake set. Seatbelt sign comes off. Pumps come on. Ground power, sorry. And engine mode off.
The boarding requested.
And ground control ground control's on. Cruise supply is off. Beak light comes off. Emergency exit light goes off. Flight directors. Perfect. Alrighty, let's check our landing. So that was a little fun RNAV flight. Haven't done an RNAV in a while. Negative 125 on the vertical speed, really good. Touchdown 1 after the touchdown markers, but other than that, it was pretty good in my opinion.
The boarding starting.
So that's a good one. This is Sim Toolkit Pro. I recommend it. It's one of the best apps out there. I would say even better than Balanza, but that's my opinion. So yeah, this is only gonna be the only flight because it's now 4 a.m. I don't want to wake up my dad in case he does wake up. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me on this test flight. And finally, oh my god, the sound. Finally, finally, my stream is stable enough to actually stream. It looks, I think it's much better than the ones before. Don't you guys agree? So for now, good night. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again later today when we fly the Phoenix A320, maybe in Japan or maybe in Asia. Air Asia looks kind of sexy to fly right now. So, alrighty, talk to you guys later. See you.